how to stop being distracted and be more productive. In our society, we are filled with distractions that aims to get our attention, and these are often in the forms of notifications in our smartphones, browsing excessively on social media, and more. However, did you know that these forms of distractions are unconsciously triggered, which decreases your productivity in your everyday life? This episode aims to identify why we're easily distracted and how to efficiently address this so that you could be a step closer to living in balance. People are more distracted in our generation than ever before, and the main reason is that products such as social media and television networks are designed to grab your attention so that you remain engaged for as long as possible. Now, this may or may not be a bad thing, depending if there's a positive or negative effect on the person. The social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram offers the ability for us to socialize and interact online. However, because such services also shows your friends and followers posts of their lives, this subconsciously makes you compare with others. Social psychologists since the 1950s have concluded that we undertake an upward and lower social comparison, and this can have a significant effect on people's self-esteem. Think of a time when you felt better or worse because you had compared yourself with another person. Now, this is completely normal, as the renowned psychologist Leon Festinger, who first proposed the social comparison theory, states that we compare with others so that we can reduce the uncertainty of who we are. So by making comparisons with other people is a method for us to refine our self-awareness of recognizing our strengths, weaknesses, and capabilities. Now, the problem with undertaking social comparisons is that it reduces our productivity of where we should really spend our time. Why do I say this? It is because we usually compare on social media, analyzing people's highlights, and this leads to happiness when having a lower social comparison. But what about unconsciously undertaking a higher social comparison? That just makes us feel disappointed. And because we felt sad, we want to experience the dopaminergic rush again. This is the major cause of why it is easy to become distracted when using social media. And this can unfortunately affect people's well-being and self-esteem. As the former US President, Theodore Roosevelt, states that making comparisons is the thief of joy. And I strongly believe this is the case. Now, the trigger behind why we are distracted is that there's so many methods for us to obtain happiness. We may find temporary pleasures through using social media, checking your emails, browsing on your smartphones, magazines, and etc. By realizing that the pursuit of happiness is the cause for people to be distracted, this is the key towards being more productive in the present moment. If you're working in your job, studying, or undertaking a task that requires focus, then you should not have the desire to be happy during these periods. There are two approaches you can undertake to stop being distracted. One is by recognizing the value in undertaking such activity so that it motivates you to obtain the results that you want. In your job, it may be to obtain job satisfaction combined with financial compensation. And this can override any distractions that you may face, which is especially common when people are working from home. So by reminding yourself the importance of why you're undertaking the activity, then you're able to productively carry out that task. The other method that is a more comprehensive solution to stop being distracted is to not pursue happiness. But since every emotion we experience is temporary, the pursuit of happiness will make people distracted, and that will hinder their ability to accomplish long-term goals. Now, this is common, as the modern day culture for the middle-aged and young generations have a desire to be happy. Now, that's expected, and by being aware and acknowledging that the goal of achieving happiness is linked towards being distracted, people are then able to decide whether to pursue the goals that offer short-term or long-term benefits. It is challenging to not consistently pursue happiness, and in the next episode, I'll discuss why we should not chase happiness so that you could obtain fulfillment over time. If you like this video, give it a like, and see you in the next episode.